my wife and I have spoken for almost 7 years straight now in promoting the notion and advocating for the idea that you should seek the Creator, that you should seek to know the Creator, that the Creator has made himself available to be known as a person. Because as the Creator, as the designer of persons, of all individuals, he is the individual of individuals, and he can be known. And as a consequence, we also reject and teach against people seeking religious traditions and rudiments of the world and all of that stuff. That's all of man. And we see this. We see, especially in apologetics, conventional apologetics, that people are taught to believe in the spiritual or the supernatural by means of the natural. That somehow you can prove with data and facts and eyewitness reports and geography and history and all of it, the supernatural fact of God, because it's reasonable once you see the data. But it's not reasonable. It's ridiculous according to our five senses and our human intellect. That's why you must be willing to understand that there's something more. There's something more than what your five senses can perceive, and it is not reasonable. It is supernatural. And when God responds to that, your heart seeking him, it is a supernatural event. And you're not going to prove that to the satisfaction of someone who's denying him, actively denying him. That is a fool's errand. And you don't see anywhere in the Bible where people try to convince people who are fools, who are saying there is no God. That is not what they did. You don't see that anywhere. They seek other God believers and try to believe them who the real God is. And I want to give one example of something that happened that was spontaneous. In 2 Chronicles 7:1 it says, when Solomon had finished praying, fire came down from heaven and consumed the burnt offering and the sacrifices. And the glory of the Lord filled the temple. And the priest could not enter the house of the Lord because the glory of the Lord had filled the Lord's house. Said that 2 times now. Verse 3, when all the children of Israel saw how the fire came down and the glory of the Lord on the temple, 3rd time, they bowed their faces to the ground on the pavement and worshipped and praised the Lord, saying, for he is good, for his mercy endures forever. This was spontaneous. This was not a religious command. And this is something you can have in your life. Not exactly like this, but you, according to who you are and according to who he is and his response to you seeking him, he will reveal himself to you. And you may fall on your face and say, glory to God. Or you may just be there in amazement and awe and wonder, knowing that you know your God and he knows you. That's what he wants for you. He doesn't want dry religion. He wants a relationship between you and him.